given expression is 2x minus 1 by x square to the power of 7. Okay, so clearly here if you see what is the power here of the binomial, n, which is equal to 7. So we know the value of n. Also, if you compare with a and x, this part is your a and this part is your x, right? Which is minus 1 by x square is your x. Okay, therefore now from once we know this, we are going to write the sixth term of the binomial. What is the sixth term? T6. Sixth term is T6. And because the binomial has the general term of a binomial is TR plus 1, we are going to break 6 as 5 plus 1. Okay, so that now this becomes your R. Okay, now we are going to put it in the formula. What is the formula here? NCR. I'm writing for the first time, but after this I won't be writing. E to the power of n minus R, x to the power of R. This is the general term, right? So just put the values here. N is 7. R here is 5. A is 2x to the power of 7 minus 5. And x is minus 1 by x square to the power of R here is 5. So this is just your sixth term. Okay, so now we are simply going to simplify this and we are going to get the value of the sixth term. So this is 7c5 is the same as 7c2 and this is 2x square. And because the negative sign has been raised to an odd power, the way I can take the minus sign out and I can simply write this as 1 by x square to the power of 5. Okay, so now this is minus 7c2 into 2 square x square divided by x to the power of 10. So this becomes minus 7c2 into 2 square into x to the power of 2 minus 10, which is minus 7c2 into 2 square into x to the power of minus 8. Now you find out the value of 7c2 into 2 square, you will get this as minus 84. And you take x to the power of minus 8, you take it in the denominator, the power will become positive. So this is the sixth term. Any question here? No question? Okay, let's proceed with the next one then. Question is, find the middle terms in the expansion of. Okay, so first one, given expression here is x square by 4 minus 4 by x square to the power of 10. So see here, n is equal to 10. So which is even? Okay, and if the power is even, how many middle terms are there? There has to be only one middle term, right? So therefore, what is the middle term? Which is equal to, if you remember, I told you the middle term would be n by 2 plus 1th term if the power is even, which is equal to your sixth term. And what is the sixth term? Sixth term is T6. And because the general term is TR plus 1, we write T6 as T5 plus 1. So this is the value of R. Okay, now put it in the formula. NCR, NCR, A here is x square by 4 to the power of n minus R into x to the power of R. So minus 4 by x square to the power of R. Okay. So now we simplify this to get our answer. 10c5 into x square by 4 to the power of 5. And because again negative sign has been raised to an odd power, we can take the negative sign out and write this as 4 by x square to the power of 5. You get minus 10c5 into x to the power of 10 by 4 to the power of 5 into 4 to the power of 5 by x to the power of 10. Okay. So if you see x to the power of 10 cancels here, 4 to the power of 5 cancels here. So you're simply getting minus 10c5. Okay. And minus 10c5, you can find out the value to be minus 250. Any question? Okay. Next question, part 2. Given expression is 3a minus a cube by 6 to the power of 9. So here the power is 9, power of the binomial, which is odd. So what are the middle terms? If you remember the formula, n plus 1 by 2th term and n plus 1 by 2 plus 1th term, which is equal to the 5th term, middle terms, and this is 6th term. So 5th and 6th term are the middle terms that you are getting here, which is equal to T5 and T6. So we'll find out the middle term separately. First, we'll find out T5. T5 is equal to T4 plus 1. So R here is clearly 4. So 9 NCR means 9C4. A here is 3A to the power of 9 minus 5. And X here is minus A cube by 6 to the power of R. Okay. So you get here 9C4 into 3 to the power of 9 minus 5 is 4 into e to the power of 4. And because the negative sign has been raised to an even power, it will become positive. So you can write this as e to the power of 12 by 6 to the power of 4. Okay. So this is 9C4 into e to the power of this is 12 plus 4, 16. You add the powers of a. Okay. This is okay. This is, I've made a mistake here. This should be 4 here. R is 4. N minus R. So this should become 3 to the power of 5 into e to the power of 5. Okay. So this is 9C4 into 3 to the power of 5 by 6 to the power of 4 into e to the power of 17. Okay. Now with the help of calculators, you can find out the value of NC4 into 3 to the power of 5 by 6 to the power of 4. You will get this as 21 by 32 e to the power of 17. And that should be your answer. But this is only the one middle term. What is about the next middle term? T6. T6 is T5 plus 1. Okay, so N C R e to the power of N minus R into x to the power of R. Okay, now we'll simplify this. Nine C5 into 3 to the power of 4 into e to the power of 4. And because minus is raised to an odd power, you can take the negative sign out to get into e to the power of 15 divided by 6 to the power of 5. So what you get here is minus 9C5 into 3 to the power of 4 divided by 6 to the power of 5. E to the power of 15 plus 4 is 19. Okay. So you can find out the value of 9c5 into 3 to the power 4 by 6 to the power of 5 with the help of a calculator. You will get this as minus 21 by 16 e to the power of 19. So what are the two middle terms? This one and this one. These two are the middle terms of the binomial. Okay. Any question here? Question is find the term independent of x in the expansion of the following. Now, what do you mean by term independent of x? Suppose if I give you a binomial, suppose I give you an algebraic expression like this. Can you tell me which is the term independent of x? This is the term that is independent of x, right? It does not contain x. And when it does not contain x, what does it mean? That means this contains 1 into x to the power of 0. That means the power of x here is 0. So similarly, if I give you uh, this expression, this is the term independent of x. That means this term contains the power of x as 0, right? So this is what you must know, that if a term is independent of x, that means it must contain the power of the variable as 0. Okay, so now once we know the meaning of this, we attempt this question. Find the term independent of x in the expansion of the following. Hence, write their value. So given expression is equal to root x by 3 minus root 3 by 2x to the power of 12. So here n is equal to 12, which is even. We don't need even because we are not bothered with middle terms. So n is equal to 12. Fine. So a here is root x by 3 and b here is minus root 3 by 2x, right? So because we need to find the term independent of x, we say let the rth term be independent of x. That is, let tr plus 1 be independent of x. We don't know the value of r, we'll determine the value of r. So now write down the expression for the rth term, tr plus 1. You know that the general term of the binomial is ncr, n here is 12. C, r we don't know the value, so put the value of r as it is. A here is root x by 3 to the power of n minus r into x to the power of r. So minus root 3 by 2x to the power of r. Fine. Now we just simplify this a little and take all the x's together. So you have 12cr, and here you can write this as x by 3 to the power of half whole to the power of 12 minus r. And because you have minus sign to the power of r and we don't know whether r is positive or negative, we take the minus sign out and write this as minus 1 to the power of r, because we don't know the value of r. We don't know whether r is odd or even. Okay. And this you can write as 3 to the power of half by 2x to the power of r. Okay. So this you get as minus 1 to the power of r, 12cr, and you can multiply the powers here, these two. So you get x by 3 to the power of 12 minus r by 2 into 3 to the power of r by 2 divided by 2 to the power of r into x to the power of r. Okay, which is equal to, now you can take minus 1 to the power of r into 12cr. That is, I'm trying to gather x together. Okay, so what I do here is I take 3 to the power of r by 2 along with this. Okay, so in the numerator, what do I have? Minus 1 to the power of r, 12cr, x I have left because the x I will write later, and I have written 3 to the power of r by 2. And the denominator, what do I have? In the denominator, I have 3 to the power of 12 minus r by 2, okay, into 2 to the power of r. This is what I have in the denominator. And because I want to collect the x's together, I will write x to the power of 12 minus r by 2 divided by x to the power of r. Okay. For the simplification, this you get minus 1 to the power of r into 12cr into, you can simplify this a little also by writing 3 to the power of r by 2 minus 12 minus r by 2 divided by 2 to the power of r into, but what we need essentially is this. Okay, even if you don't simplify this expression, it is okay. Okay, so this is x to the power of 12 minus r by 2 minus r, which is equal to minus 1 to the power of r into 12cr into 3 to the power of, if you take the LCM here, uh, r minus 12 plus r. So this becomes 2r minus 12 by 2 divided by 2 to the power of r into x to the power of, this will become 12 minus 3r by 2 if you take the LCM. Okay, so we have, after a lot of hard work, we have been able to separate x from all the others. Okay, this is called the coefficient of x to the power of 12 minus 3r by 2, right? So if this term is independent of x, that means the power of x here must be 0. That is, this term must be equal to 1, right? So if tr plus 1 is independent of x, then x to the power of 12 minus 3r divided by 2 must be equal to x to the power of 0, or you can write 1 also. Okay, and let me write 1, and then you can write x to the power of 0 in the next step. This must be equal to 1. That means x to the power of 12 minus 3r by 2 is equal to x to the power of 0. Now you can equate the powers. That means 12 minus 3r by 2 is equal to 0. That means 12 minus 3r is equal to 0. That means 3r is equal to 12. That means r must be equal to 4. So we have got the value of r, right? For which this term is independent of x, right? So now which term is independent of x? Therefore, we are taking tr plus 1, right? Therefore, t4 plus 1, which is equal to t5, fifth term, is independent of x, right? If this term is in, what is the term now? Therefore, t5 is equal to, put it here, put the value of r here. So what is the fifth term? Minus 1 to the power of 5, 12c5 into 3 to the power of 2 into 5 minus 12 divided by 2 divided by 2 to the power of 5. And this we already taken as 1, isn't it? This we are taken as 1. So we don't need to write that. Okay. So this you can find out as 55 by 16. And that should be your answer. Any question here? These sums are very important. Find the middle term and find the term independent of x. These are the types of sum which you usually get in your binomial theorem. Let us proceed to the next one. Part 2. Given expression is 2x square minus 1 by x to the power of 12. So here n is equal to 12. We know this, right? We have to find the term which is independent of x. So again, I start by saying let the Rh term be independent of x, or let Tr plus 1 be independent of x. So therefore, what is Tr plus 1? NCR, n is 12, Cr, x to the power of n minus r. What is x here? 2x square to the power of n minus r into a to the power of r. A here is minus 1 by x to the power of r. Now we just simplify this, collect the x's together. Okay, so you get 12Cr into 2 to the power of 12 minus r, right, into x squared to the power of 12 minus r, into, because minus is raised to the power of r and we don't know whether r is positive, is even or odd, we simply write this as minus 1 to the power of r into 1 by x to the power of r. Okay, which is equal to 12Cr into 2 to the power of 12 minus r into x to the power of 2 into 12 minus r, which is 24 minus 2r. Remember to multiply not 2 with not only this 12 but also with this r, because 2 is multiplied by this entire expression 12 minus r into minus 1 to the power of r into 1 by x to the power of r. Now we are in a position to separate the x. So take all the non-x terms together, the constant terms in fact together. So 12Cr into 2 to the power of 12 minus r. Let's write minus 1 to the power of r in the beginning. Okay. And what are you left with here? You're left with x to the power of 24 minus 2r divided by x to the power of r. So we get minus 1 to the power of r into 12Cr into 2 to the power of 12 minus r into x to the power of 24 minus r minus 2r minus r, which is 24 minus 3r. Okay. So if Tr plus 1 is independent of x, then this term here must be equal to 1. It means x to the power of 24 minus 3r must be equal to 1. That means x to the power of 24 minus 3r must be equal to x to the power of 0. That means 24 minus 3r is equal to 0. When 3r is equal to 24, that means r is equal to 8. So we have got the value of 8 of r. So which term is independent of x? Therefore, T8 plus 1 is equal to T9 is independent of 9th term is independent of x. And what is the 9th term? Put the value of r here. Therefore, T9 is equal to r is 8. So minus 1 to the power of 8 into 12C8, 2 to the power of 12 minus 8, and x to the power of 24 minus 3r. This we had already taken as 1. So no need to write this. So we get here minus 1 to the power of 8 is simply 1. 12C8 you can write as 12C4 into 2 to the power of 4. Okay. So if you multiply all this, you're going to get this as 7,920. This is the term that is independent of x. Any question? Let us attempt the next question. Number 4. Number 3, 4, yes. Write down in terms of x and n the term containing x cube in the expansion of 1 minus x to the power of n by binomial theorem. So which term contains x cube in this binomial theorem? That is what you have to write down, that particular term. Okay. and you have a second part. So let's finish the first part. Given expression is equal to 1 minus x by n to the power of n. Okay. Now, which term contains x cube? I don't know. Right. So what I'll do is I'll say let tr plus 1 contain x cube. Just as we are doing in term independent of x, the same technique here. Let tr plus 1 contain x cube. Therefore, what is tr plus 1 here? N, because we don't know the value of n. We also don't know the value of r, so we'll write r. A here is 1, so 1 to the power of n minus r. And x here is minus x by n to the power of r. Now again here we separate um, the x. So first of all, you have a negative sign raised to the power of r. So we take minus 1 to the power of r into ncr. 1 to the power of n minus r is 1 into x by n to the power of r. So we get minus 1 to the power of r into ncr. In the denominator, if you see, you have n to the power of r. So you can take n to the power of r in the denominator, and you can write this as x to the power of r. So we have separated the x. So if tr plus 1 contains x cube, then this term must be x cube, right? So therefore, x to the power of r must be equal to x cube. That means what is the value of r? R is equal to 3. So which term contains x cube? Therefore, t3 plus 1 is equal to t4. That is the fourth term. Contains x cube. Okay. And what is that term? Let's write down the term. Therefore, t4, put the value of r here. Okay, is equal to minus 1 cube into nc3 divided by n cube into x cube. Right. So this is minus 1 cube is minus. So minus nc3 by n cube x cube. Okay. So this is our the fourth term which contains x cube. Now look at the second part of the question. If this term equals 7 by 8, that means this term here, if this term equals 7 by 8, when x is equal to minus 2 and n is a positive integer, calculate the value of n. So according to the question given here is that this term minus nc3 divided by n cube into x to the power of 8 is equal to 7 by 8 for x is equal to minus 2. So you can put the value of x in the next step. So minus nc3 divided by n cube into minus 2 to the power of this is cube, not 8. Minus 2 cube is equal to 7 by 8. Right. So now we can simplify this to find out the value of n. First of all, we are going to put this as minus 2 cube is minus 8. So minus 8 into nc3 divided by n cube is equal to 7 by 8. Right. So now if you divide both sides by minus 8, you get nc3 by n cube is equal to minus 7 by 8 square. So I've removed 8 from the left hand side. Now you can put the value of nc3. What is the formula for nc3? N into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by factorial 3, right? Divided by n cube is equal to minus 7 by 64. That means you get n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by factorial 3 is 6. So 6n cube is equal to minus 7 by 64. Now we are required to solve this equation. So see, first n this cancels, you got only a square here. Okay. And now you multiply everything in the numerator, you get n square minus 3n plus 2 by 6n square is equal to minus 7 by 64. Okay. To reduce your work a little, you can cancel here itself. Can cancel with 2 and this with 32. And now you can cross multiply. You can cross multiply to get 32n square minus 96n plus 64 is equal to minus 21n square. You are getting a quadratic actually. So you're getting ultimately the quadratic that you're going to get 32n square plus 21n square minus 96n plus 64. This is a quadratic that you're getting. So this is 53, 54, 53. This is 53n square minus 96n 32. This is minus 21. Okay. Okay, x is equal to minus 2. So this becomes positive actually here. Okay, so this minus, and you see here we have a minus sign and here also we have a minus sign. So this minus sign won't be here. Okay. All this minus sign will go. So only left with 21n squared. So this becomes a minus 21. Okay, so instead of 53, you'll get here 11n square minus 96n plus 64 is equal to 0. Now you can solve this by Sridhar Acharya. N is equal to minus of minus 96 plus or minus root over of minus 96 square minus 4 into 11 into 64 divided by 2 into 11, which is equal to 96 plus or minus square root of 9216 minus 2816 divided by 22, which is equal to 96 plus or minus root 6400 you're going to get divided by 22, which is equal to 96 plus or minus 80 divided by 22. That means either n is equal to 96 plus 80 by 22 or n is equal to 96 minus 80 divided by 22. Because n cannot be fractional, this is not acceptable. Right? So therefore n is equal to 96 plus 80 divided by 22, which is equal to 8. Okay, so this is the value of n that you are getting. Fine. So I'll stop here then. Any question?